Good evening and welcome to Back to School Night. I am Morsi-Hogans, principal of Mount Kisco Elementary School, and I am thrilled to welcome you back to the 2020-2021 school year. On behalf of MKES, I want to extend a special welcome to our new families joining us this year and welcome back all of our returning families. I am honored to be your principal. This is my 4th year as principal and my 23rd year of service in education. I am humbled by the tremendous joy your beautiful children bring us every day. My goal is to work together with you to provide your children with a safe, fun, and rich learning environment. We have the best job in the world because as we get to know your child, we discover how we can help your child learn and be the best person they can be. Like all of you, I have a family. This is Ural, my husband, and these are our 4 children who bring us tremendous joy and pain. Amir is in 7th grade. Dean is in 9th grade. Shems is a senior in college, and Summer is 25. And even though she is adulting, she and her dog Winnie moved back with us since the start of the pandemic. If you have been to MKES to pick up a Chromebook for remote learning, to drop off your child or pick your child up, or to simply see us in action, you will agree that we are having an amazing start to this new and different school year. We opened on September 10th, and for the last 13 days, 475 students learning remotely and in person have been busy learning new school routines, protocols, and expectations while building community in their classrooms. The children have been amazing with mask compliance and hand hygiene. We are working on the distance part every single day. Mount Kisco Elementary School is now more than a neighborhood school in the Bedford Central School District. We are a district-wide, dual language, bilingual education school of choice with over 475 kindergarten through 5th grade students. We are the largest elementary school in the Bedford Central School District. MKES is a diverse learning community with students from all over the United States of America and countries around the world and varied socioeconomic backgrounds. We are a Title I school. Public schools receive Title I funds, which help ensure that all children achieve proficiency and allow us to upgrade educational programs to improve achievement for all learners. 40% of our students receive mandated instruction and or testing accommodations in English as a new language or a second language. The Bedford Central School District welcomes all students and the richness they bring to our school community. As we reflect on our overall goals, we remain committed to our vision of maintaining high academic achievement for all, biliteracy and bilingualism for all, and cultural competence for all. Our focus will continue to be on implementing and sustaining an effective K-5 DLBE program that develops strong cross-curricular cognitive skills in Spanish and English, focused on strengthening cultural competence with a social justice lens. MKES is a model school with teachers proudly delivering high-quality instruction to all students. Even during exceptional circumstances and school closure, our commitment is to provide every means possible for students to receive an excellent education. The success of our endeavor is a true partnership that is dependent on careful planning by our dedicated educators, appropriate student motivation and engagement, and strong family support. The result of such learning experiences will expand student academic progress and social and emotional well-being. DLBE begins in first grade, and we take our work very seriously as educators. Our students are thriving and learning. Every learner at MKES benefits from accessing a bilingual Spanish zone teacher. We will continue to plan strategically and make thoughtful adjustments to our core instruction, what we teach, and how we teach it. Please be sure to let your teachers know if you notice that your child is meeting with frustration. They are experts and know how to calm all those little nerves down. This leads me to our commitment to the social and emotional well-being of our students. While academics are important, based on the current pandemic, the focus for social and emotional learning will be at the forefront of our minds. Each morning at MKES, students receive a morning message from me. We have been highlighting special features of the month, acknowledging holidays, sharing a joke, exercising our mindful breathing, and saying the pledge together. Teachers lead a class check-in meeting once a day, regardless of virtual or in-person instruction. The three goals to guide this work are to develop self-awareness and self-management skills essential to success in school and in life, to use social awareness and interpersonal skills to establish and maintain positive relationships, to demonstrate ethical decision-making skills and responsible behaviors in personal, school, and community contexts. For us, it is critical that all students feel a sense of belonging. This, oops, This is what a typical classroom looks like with no more than 12 students in a single space. Students rotate classrooms for DLBE. As your children settle in to new school routines, their teachers are busy getting to know them as people and learners. This critical step will serve as the foundation for the year ahead. We know that this year will bring unique challenges as we address the disruptions to typical schooling brought on by the pandemic. Our district structure for identifying and meeting students' academic needs, called Response to Intervention, RTI, prepares us to flexibly adapt to meet this unique challenge. Our primary focus will be on maximizing the teaching and learning happening in class as part of daily grade level instruction. In RTI, this is referred to as Tier 1 core instruction. Through an increase in targeted small group instruction, combined with a collaborative approach to addressing student needs, we aim to differentiate instruction for all learners at the Tier 1 level as part of daily core instruction. Additionally, we will continue to provide students identified to receive early intervention and more targeted support with supplemental intervention to the greatest extent possible. The district has rolled over the status of students from last spring so that students who had been identified as needing additional support will continue to receive support this fall. At least part, if not all, of this supplemental intervention will likely be in the form of computer programs matched to student need. This approach will allow for a more seamless transition between in-person and remote instruction. It will also allow us to provide targeted supplemental intervention to students while meeting the demands of healthy and safe protocols, as well as more intricate scheduling and staffing constraints. Therefore, while students receiving these supplemental interventions may not routinely meet with a tiered support teacher, as in the past, know that the tiered support teachers are coordinating these supplemental interventions and closely monitoring student progress. I hope this information helps provide an overview of our approach to meeting the academic needs of all students. As always, please reach out directly to me with questions. Please be assured that we are committed to meeting the challenges we face in helping your children achieve to their full potential. Likewise, for all remote learners, our commitment is to ensure digital learning in a safe online environment. Asynchronous learning that provides for equitable opportunities for all students to learn, synchronous touchpoints to support learning and socio-emotional well-being of students through real-time interactions, exemplary digital tools and resources to support a digital learning environment. Asynchronous learning environments are learning environments that do not require teachers and students to be online at the same time. This type of online learning provides for flexibility and opportunities for students to learn at their own pace. Our district's tools for asynchronous learning are the Google Classroom, Seesaw, discussion boards, and recorded presentations. Synchronous engagements are opportunities for students to participate with their teachers and classmates at an established time to allow for interactions in real time. This type of online learning provides for live, real-time interaction between the student and teacher or student to student, and our district's primary tools for synchronous interactions are Google Meet and phone calls. MKES-A is our parent organization. Our co-chairs are Mrs. Alva Kelly and Mrs. Liz Gomes. Please sign up for the Sunday e-blast or email with your name and email address. Our success is attributed to the dedication and partnership of all members of our school community and to the relationships we build within our community. These relationships matter now more than ever. It truly does take a village, and at MKES, we value teamwork and collaboration. Education is a joint venture, and MKES greatly appreciates the support you provide for your children at home and at school to help them meet their learning goals. MKES-A coordinates and funds events throughout the year, including enrichment programs, student assemblies, and artists in residence. They bring us experiences, guest speakers, and wonderful social events for our families and our teachers. The success of MKES-A depends on you. Please get involved because your children love when you do, and all children benefit. And now for the introductions. I am the principal, and Dr. Angelique Johnson is MKES Assistant Principal. MKES Elementary Coordinator is Mr. Bill Hunter. We work closely with our district leaders, Miss Adrienne Viscardi, Director of ESOL Programs K through 12, and Miss Dana Keith, Coordinator for Elementary Special Education. MKES School Psychologist is Mrs. Christine Doherty, and MKES School Social Worker is Mrs. Karen Deloya. MKES nurses are, I have to keep moving myself, Mrs. Maureen Ronan and Miss Sally Voss. MKES Community Aid is Mrs. Paula Mosca, and MKES Community Liaison on Tuesday and Thursday is Mrs. Anna Fritsch. MKES kindergarten teachers are Mrs. Layla Paz, Mrs. Daniela Petrulli, Mrs. Adriana McGregor, and Miss Michelle Rakoff. Whoops, there we go. MKES first grade teachers are Senora Rosario Castillo, Mrs. Tracy Cruz, Senora Jennifer Vallejos, and Mrs. Nicole Zickles. We move over a little. MKES second grade teachers are Senorita Diana Barrios, Mrs. Carmela Citro, Senora Inhinia Jackson, and Mr. Jeff Wine. MKES third grade teachers are Senorita Lisette Leon, Mrs. Jennifer Montenegro, Senora Monica Robinson, and Mr. Michael Ruggiero. MKES fourth grade teachers are Miss Grace Kolba, Senorita Kelly Ramos, Senorita Jessica Urenia, and Mr. Jason Wine. MKES fifth grade teachers are Miss Senorita Desiree Bereguete, Mrs. Liz Condon Kim, Mrs. Michelle Nigro, and Senora Madeline Ortiz. MKES ESOL bilingual teachers are Mrs. Judith Aragon, Senora Gloria Pulgarin, Mrs. Liz Callender, Miss Jillian Taberzi, Mrs. Rosanna Velasquez, Miss Emily Gerber, Senora Josie Dershowitz, and Mrs. Marissa Kukis. MKES tiered support teachers are Mrs. Dory Boone, Mrs. Joanna Breeding, Mrs. Christine Brosnan, Mrs. Phyllis Stone, Mrs. Cheryl Foy, Miss Nicole Voza, and Mrs. Christine Goodrow. MKES learning specialists are Miss Deneen Carroza, Mrs. Marilu Gilbert, Mrs. Brianna Leslie, Miss Lee Viviano, Miss Jackie Smith, and Mr. Andrew Weidman. MKES related services, speech and language teacher is Miss Donna Furphy and Senora Wendilisa Gonzalez. MKES BCSD physical therapist is Mrs. Erica Lofaso, and BCSD occupational therapist is Miss Jamie Lowry. MKES Phys Ed teachers are Coach John Del Favro, Coach Melissa Ponzio, and Coach Craig Henley. MKES music teachers are Mrs. Carolyn Rowan, Mr. Brian Filetto, Mrs. Jamie Ring, and Mr. Michael Mulder. MKES librarian is Mrs. Linda Cohen, and MKES art teacher is Miss Nicole Goodrow. I hope you enjoy meeting your teachers and find this evening enjoyable. MKES is truly a place where learning is joyful and children delight in coming to school. Let's make it a great year. Please stay safe and enjoy the night. See you virtually soon. Bye, everyone.